Hi, good morning. My name is JR and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to do an occupied bed making. First and foremost, the first thing that you have to do is to make sure that your hands are clean and washed to avoid spreading of the microorganisms and infection. And then you have to gather all the materials that you need, including the disinfectant solution, gloves and wipes, and of course our linens. Our linens, we have here our bottom draw sheet, rubber draw sheet, cotton draw sheet, pillowcase, pillow, and the top sheet. Okay? After gathering the materials, you may now go to the room you're assigned to change the linens. And then once you enter the room, you have to make sure that the room is well lighted and well ventilated. You also have to adjust the bed to its working level to avoid straining at your back and for you to have a good body posture. After doing that, you may now arrange the linens according to its use. So since we're gonna be applying the bottom sheet on the bed first, we have to place the bottom sheet on the top of all the linens, followed by the rubber draw sheet, cotton draw sheet, the pillowcase, the pillow, and then the top sheet. After arranging the linens, you may now disinfect the bed. So you have to wear your gloves. Wear our gloves. So this is to protect ourselves from the microorganisms and infection because the bed was used by the previous patient. Okay? So assuming that I have worn both of my gloves, so I'm gonna get the wipes now. And then I'm gonna apply the disinfectant solution on the bed. Make sure that you apply the disinfectant solution all over the bed to kill the microorganisms on the bed. Okay, then you wipe it to further disinfect. Okay. Disinfect every part of the bed. You can wipe the bed in circular motion or you can wipe it in the form of lines wiping the bed. Okay? Assuming it's done, you're done wiping the bed or disinfecting the bed. So you may now remove the gloves. Make sure when you remove the gloves, you don't touch the dirty part of the gloves. Okay? So throw the gloves, the used gloves together with the wipes in the trash bin nearby. Okay, so after disinfecting the bed, you may now start applying the linens on the bed. So we're gonna start with the bottom sheet. So the bottom sheet is to protect the bed from getting soiled. So we're gonna place it at the middle, and then we're going to unfold. Unfold. There should be a 16 to 18 inches allowance at the head part of the bed. 16 to 18 inches. Okay? And then, we're going to unfold. If you can stay at the middle, it's best to stay at the middle to avoid straining at your back. Unfold. Unfold. Okay. And at the head part of the bed, we're going to tap the head part of the bed. So pull your hem. And then do the mitered corner 45 degrees. 45 degrees. And then tap this part. then hang this side. Do the same procedure at the foot part of the bed. So tap the foot part. Make sure that you pull your hem. And then do the mitered corner 45 degrees. And then tap this part. And then hang this side. Okay, starting from the head part of the bed, one hand will lift, one hand will tap. 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 Make sure that you don't sit to avoid straining at your back and for you to still have a good body posture. Okay? So after applying the bottom sheet, we're now going to be applying the rubber draw sheet. So still put it at the middle, and then we're going to unfold, unfold, then unfold, unfold again. By the way, the rubber draw sheet is to protect the bed sheet from getting soiled. Okay? So there should be a 12 to 15 inches allowance from the head part of the bed. If there is hanging side, we have to tack it. Since there's no hanging side, we should proceed to the next procedure. Okay? Which is applying the cotton draw sheet. We're gonna put the cotton draw sheet at the center of the bed, and then we're going to unfold. Unfold. Unfold this side, and then we're going to panfold, and then panfold again. The cotton draw sheet is to protect the patient from getting irritated from the rubber draw sheet. Okay? There should be a 2 to 3 inches allowance from the rubber draw sheet. If there is hanging side, we have to tuck it. So one hand will lift, one hand will tuck, one hand will lift, one hand will tuck, one hand will lift, one hand will tuck, one hand will lift, one hand will tuck. Okay? So after applying the cotton draw sheet, we're now going to be applying the pillow and the pillowcase. Okay? So we're going to unfold. We're going to put our hands inside the pillowcase. Make sure that you don't jerk or shake the pillow to avoid spreading of the microorganisms and infection. So one hand will hold the pillow, and then one hand will pull down the pillowcase. Okay? If there is zipper, we have to zip it to avoid contaminating the pillow. Okay? In positioning the opening of the pillow should be away from the window or the door. Since our window is located there, we're going to position the pillow like this. Okay? So after applying the 3 linens, we're now going to be moving at that side to stretch or to pull the pillow towards this side. Okay? So we're going to start by pulling or stretching the bottom sheet. Okay? And then tap the head part, pull your hem, do the mitered corner 45 degrees, and then tap this side, then hang this part. Do the same procedure on the foot part of the bed. Tuck the foot part, pull your hem. Do the same procedure on the foot part of the bed. Tuck the foot part, pull your hem. Do the mitered corner 45 degrees. Tuck this side and hang this part. Then from the head part, one hand will lift, one hand will tap, 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 one hand will lift, one hand will tap. And then, we're also gonna stretch or pull the rubber draw sheet. As well as our cotton draw sheet. Again, if there's hanging side, we have to tap it. One hand will lift, one hand will tap, one hand will lift, one hand will tap, one hand will lift, one hand will tap. And then we're gonna put the pillow at the middle. Okay? Now we're gonna go back to that side to apply the top sheet. Okay? So, we're going to apply the top sheet at the 3/4 part of the bed. So, we're going to unfold. By the way, the top sheet is to protect the patient from cold weather. So the end part of the top sheet should be aligned to the edge part of the bed. Okay? And then, we're going to unfold. Also unfold the side of the top sheet. And then unfold. Assuming that the top sheet is not touching the floor. Unfold again. Okay. Then we're gonna move to that side again for us to pull or stretch the top sheet. Okay. So after applying the top sheet, we're now gonna be making a toe clip. In making a toe clip, we're gonna pinch. We're gonna measure 8 inches from the foot part of the bed, and then 8 inches will be pinched, and then move forward for about 2 to 3 inches. Okay, and then we're going to tap the top sheet at the foot part of the bed. So tap the hanging side. By the way, the toe plate is reason as to why we're creating toe plate is for the patient's feet to be able to move freely inside the top sheet, to avoid pressure ulcer and to avoid foot cramps. Okay? And then, after tapping the excess part of the top sheet at the foot part of the bed, we're now gonna be doing the mitered corner 45 degrees. So mitered corner 45 degrees, and then tap this part and then hang this side. Do the same procedure on the other side. So do the mitered corner 45 degrees. Tap this part and then hang this side. And then we're gonna flip over. So this is the toe flip. Okay? And now, we're going to fold this until we reach the toe flip. Okay? And then fold it again to avoid contamination of the top sheet. And this is the open bed making, or also known as welcome bed making. So open bed making or welcome bed making is for newly admitted clients. Okay? The second type of unoccupied bed making is surgical bed making. In doing the surgical bed making, we're going to be removing the pillow first as recommended by the doctors. Why? Because surgical bed making is for post-op patients or for patients who just had their operation. So those patients who are about to be transferred from operating room to this type of room. So doctors are recommending them to stay on the bed in a lying position or flat position. So we have to remove the pillow. Why? To avoid nausea, to avoid vomiting, to avoid spinal pain, and to avoid spinal headache. Okay? So what we're gonna do for surgical bed making is we're gonna stretch the top sheet at the head part of the bed, and then we're going to unfold this part. And then we'll create an envelope fold. So we'll fold this part of the top sheet and then we'll create an envelope fold. And then fold the excess part of the top sheet at the foot part of the bed. So this is the surgical bed making. So post-op patients should be coming this way and lie on the bed. Okay? And the third part, or the third type rather, of unoccupied bed making is closed bed making. So what we're gonna do for the closed bed making is we're going to put the pillow back, and then we're gonna tap on the sides of the top sheet. The closed bed making is for discharged patients. Reason as to why we're covering all the sides of the top sheet is to prevent further contamination of other materials or other things inside the room. Okay? So again, the three types of unoccupied bed making, we have the open or welcome bed making for newly admitted patients, then surgical bed making for post-op patients, and then the closed bed making for discharged patients. So after changing the linens, we can now make sure that we disinfect and clean all the materials that we use, and then go back to our working unit, and then report to our nursing supervisor that we already changed the linens of our patients. That's it.